Iron Maiden ticket scandal, Megadeth and Metallica reconcile, and children of Bodom are reuniting for something extra special. Metal is life, and well, so let's see what keeps it going today. Here you go. Testament's success. Well, I'm not gonna get tired of repeating that. In my opinion, 2025 is simply incredible for thrash metal. And now, in addition to all the previous achievements of the genre, we can officially state that Testament's latest studio album, Parabellum, has been greeted by the fans all around the world more than warmly. And even more. It is a huge success. A week after its release, Parabellum reached the first place in 3 charts: US's hard music and record label independent current albums, and British rock and metal charts, as well as top 5 in other 7 charts in United States, Sweden, Finland, UK, France and Poland, and top 10 in 6 other countries. Overall reaching top 10 in 18 different charts in 13 countries, making it a huge success for Testament. And in my opinion, it is an absolutely deserved one. Here guys, super quick, just have to point out that only around 30% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to this channel, so if you're not one of those, and especially if this is not the first video you're watching here, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing right now. Let's continue building this amazing heavy metal community together. The Megadeth Metallica reconciliation. This week, Dave Mustaine has finally revealed the full track listing for the upcoming final Megadeth studio album, and did it in a very Dave Mustaine way, revealing the names of a couple of tracks a day for nearly an entire week. And so the upcoming album, simply titled Megadeth, which will be out on January 23rd next year via his Tradecraft imprint and Frontier's Black & Black label, will feature 10 tracks, including Tipping Point, which is out already, Let There Be Shred, I Am War, and the song The Last Note, which will close the final chapter of Megadeth. But the biggest surprise of all is of course the bonus track, a song that's been 40 years in the making, Dave Mustaine's own version of Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Mustaine told Rolling Stone that the decision to include it wasn't about competition, but closure. He called it a way to complete the circle and pay respect to James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich, whose songwriting and guitar work he still deeply admires. It wasn't really that I wanted to do my version, he explained. It was about respect, about closing the circle on my career. James and I changed the world with our guitar playing, said Dave Mustaine in his statement. And you know what? I can't really disagree with him. According to Dave, the Megadeth take on Ride the Lightning will speed things up slightly, as well as feature new solo exchanges between him and Te Amo Mentisare, but still will capture the fire of the early 80s, doing so with the perspective of a lifetime behind it. And, given the whole fact that Mustaine co-wrote Ride the Lightning more than 40 years ago, and the whole fact that he does that on the final ever Megadeth album is actually deeply symbolic, as it marks a rare moment of reconciliation through music, not words. And after decades of tension between the two camps, instead of trying to rewrite the past, Dave is owning his part in it. And it looks like it's actually done specifically to celebrate their incredible shared legacy. And if it is so, well, I'm all up for it.
Yes, I respect that.
By the way guys, I've already prepared a very special episode on the Ride the Lightning's history and which parts were actually written by James Hetfield, Dave Mustaine and Kirk Hammett, which will be out on the show very soon. And I think it might actually already be out for all my patrons and all of the YouTube channel members, so definitely do not miss it. And for now, please let us know in the comments what you guys personally think about the possibility of hearing Dave Mustaine's version of Ride the Lightning. I'm actually really curious to find out what both Metallica and Megadeth fans think about it. A black metal surprise. British black metal juggernaut Marduk announced a very special event which will take place during their upcoming 35th anniversary tour. On December 19th and 20th, they will perform as headliners of the December Darkness Festival in their native town Norrköping. And this will mark not only one of the only shows Marduk will perform in Sweden during that run, but also a one-off event during which they will reunite with their original lineup to perform their very first EP. Interestingly enough, last time they played their first EP in its entirety was during the 30th anniversary tour at the same place, but this time they actually say that this will be the last time they perform it ever. So if you are a fan of Marduk, I guess the reunion of their original lineup is actually a pretty big deal for each of you. Dogma and Drama. Another band implodes, and this time it's Dogma. Vocalist Grace Jane Lilith Pastorini, along with guitarists Amber Lamia Maldonado and Patri Rusalka Grief, have announced that they are leaving the band, citing a toxic work environment and a manipulative management that turned the band into a brand and people into disposable pieces. And in case you're wondering, I'm not making this up, this is literally in their statement. In a long and emotional statement posted on social media, the three musicians claimed that the person who now controls the project is not an artist or a musician and accused him of betraying the artists, his partners, and the fans, saying that the current version of Dogma is no longer authentic and claiming that even social media pages do not really reflect what musicians actually think. After which they urged fans to claim transparency and even encouraged them to request refunds for both tickets and merch if they feel deceived. And in their message with a rather symbolic jab, masks were meant to protect identity, not replace people. To what Dogma's management has not responded at all, at least as of right now. So it looks like in a similar manner to what we had with Cradle of Filth a couple of months ago, it looks like more details to the Dogma Gate will be out sometime very soon. Children of Bodom reunion. The surviving members of Children of Bodom are reuniting for a one-off event to honor the legendary frontman Alexi Laiho. And this event, titled A Celebration of Music, will take place on February 26th at the legendary Tavastia Club in Helsinki, not far from a town where Children of Bodom was born. The lineup features the classic era members Janne Virman, Henka T. Blacksmith, Jaska Raitikainen, and Alexander Kuopala, joined by Sami Albana of Lost Society, a close friend of Laiho who also happened to play with him in the local band. And just to answer all the possible hate comments, no, this is not a comeback of Children of Bodom. The band underlined that they are doing this one-off event specifically to celebrate the legacy of this legendary band and honor their legendary bandmate Alexi Laiho. And the truth is that this will be a deeply emotional moment for all the fans. Children of Bodom played their final show back in December of 2019, before Alexi continued with Bodom after midnight, and tragically Laiho passed away in December 2020 at just 41. And the thing is that you don't even have to be a Children of Bodom fan. I think pretty much everyone can agree that this band was monumental and simply one of the most important bands, at least in Europe, in the beginning of 2000s. And everyone understands that Children of Bodom simply cannot exist without the legendary Alexi Laiho. But at the same time, I actually think that such events do not only have a right, but actually should take place, as it is through such shows that the Children of Bodom legacy can live on. And now the time has come for your favorite part of the video, so let's take a look at 5 latest metal releases from this week, which although did not get their own segments in this video, are still definitely worthy of your attention. Swedish provocateurs Avatar dropped their 10th studio album Don't Go in the Forest via 30 Tigers, continuing their theatrical blend of heavy metal and dark circus imagery. Vocalist Johannes Eckerström describes it as an album filled to the brim with stuff we've never done before, forbidden thoughts that must be spoken. American metal heavyweights Trivium released the 3-song EP Struck Dead through Roadrunner Records. Recorded at the Hangar Studios, the track listing brings a cathartic intensity as the band channels both personal and creative tensions into rich, aggressive compositions. Struck Dead! German electronic war crew Electric Callboy released Tanz Night, a high-octane anthem where heavy riffs collide with dance floor beats. The band says it's a party where everyone belongs, capturing the wild tension between raw power and pure club energy. Thrash icons Kreator released Tränenpalast, featuring guest vocals by Britta Gertz of Hi-Res. The track blends the band's long-time intensity with fresh melodic layers and horror film aesthetics. Swiss extreme metal innovators Samael issued their first new single in 8 years, Black Matter Manifesto, mixed by Scan van Hoff. The track spans black, industrial and symphonic territory and marks a formidable return to form. The roots of power metal. American power metal, or USPM legends Medieval Steel, just dropped a very special and rather niche compilation titled Last Star Fighter Demos and Live, featuring 2 previously unreleased rare demos recorded all the way back in 1982 with the original lineup of Medieval Steel, which gives fans a rare chance to look at the very roots of American power metal. In addition to that, this compilation includes a whole record of a legendary live show on the parking lot in Memphis in 1984 that originally was aired only on regional TV, with the fans now having an opportunity to see one of the earliest renditions of the hymn Medieval Steel as the only track available, well, officially available to fans before that was the cover on Judas Priest's Victim of Changes. So yeah, this release is actually a true gift to all the fans of USPM, as it is one of those rare occasions in which we can take a look at the very start of this genre. And I guess the whole fact that pretty much all of the vinyl editions of this record were sold several days before the release kind of shows that it is actually a big deal for all the fans of this genre. Iron Maiden ticket scandal. Now, I was actually contemplating whether to do this segment or not, but since I was simply flooded by messages from many of the Iron Maiden fan club members who know how much of an Iron Maiden fan I am, and given the whole fact that Iron Maiden themselves actually watch this channel from time to time, I realized that I simply have to do it specifically to bring this to their attention. As the truth is, as a massive celebration of Iron Maiden's 50th anniversary and a joyous occasion of a start of ticket sales for the North American leg of their massive Run for Your Lives tour has actually been overshadowed for thousands of Iron Maiden fans. As during this week's Iron Maiden fan club and pre-sale launches, countless IMFC members found themselves stuck in virtual queues with presumably tens of thousands of people ahead of them, and with screenshots later on flooding social media clearly showing signs of bots, scalpers, and even dynamic pricing used by Ticketmaster, with different people seeing different prices for the same seats, and some of them are being sold at simply ridiculous markups. And this of course has caused an outrage among the Iron Maiden fan community, but here I just have to point out that those who are pointing fingers at Iron Maiden, their management, or Iron Maiden fan club are actually pointing in a wrong direction, as Iron Maiden is actually one of the few bands in the industry whose management has always been among the few who fight for fair ticket prices and direct-to-fan access. And in this case, the problem is a broken Ticketmaster system, which on one hand continues prioritizing mysterious algorithmic market demand, and on the other clearly closes their eyes on all of the scalpers who are driving those prices up. And here right away I just want to point out that in case if you guys think that, well, this is just demand, get used to it, there are a lot of people who want to see Iron Maiden. Well, on one hand, yes, there are a lot of people who really want to see the Run for Your Lives tour in North America. At the same time, many noticed that the number of people in queues far exceeded total IMFC membership, which clearly shows that the platform allowed bots and third-party buyers into the pre-sale system. And in addition to that, within minutes, hundreds of tickets actually appeared on secondary marketplaces at ridiculous markups. So yeah, it wasn't just an Iron Maiden fan club demand.
Oh, I like money.
Yeah.
How many billion?
As of right now, Iron Maiden's team hasn't really commented on this issue publicly, but fan club moderators confirmed that they're gathering evidence and communicating with the Ticketmaster directly. And I really hope that they will find the core of it, as the irony in this one couldn't really be heavier. As here's the thing, Iron Maiden is actually the band that spent half a century standing against greed, manipulation, and corporate control. And we know that this band stays true to themselves until the very end, and really, and I mean really, values their fans. So I really hope that Iron Maiden management will find a way to communicate to Ticketmaster that this is not the way things are done in this metal community.
Okay, I'll throw in another couple billion, alright?
I like money.
Oh, and by the way, just to be fair, I want to point out that not everyone faced those issues, and some Iron Maiden fan members actually were able to buy their tickets without any problems, so good for them. And if you still haven't gotten your tickets, but you do have a chance to see Iron Maiden live on this tour next year, and you're still contemplating whether to do this or not, I honestly don't even know what you're thinking about. Just do it! Because the truth is that this Run for Your Lives tour is one of the most epic tours this band has ever done in their entire career. And it is a must-see for every Iron Maiden fan. But anyways, what new music did you listen to this week? Please let us know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and please don't forget to like it, comment under it, spread the word about the channel, and of course, join our communities on Instagram, X, Threads, Discord, Facebook, I mean, anywhere you can post content these days. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't miss the upcoming Ride the Lightning episode, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!